Hey, happy Thursday to afternoon girlfriend Yvonne Daniels. And man, this is so exciting. I have with me, and I want to introduce her to you, an author, creative writer, an artist, Tiffany Staten. Tiffany Staten has her debut book, You're Going to Like Me, Grumble, Grumble. Hey, Tiffany girl.
Hey, thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And thank you so much for writing this book. This book focuses on helping our young ones. So I'm going to let you take it away because we both have our books. Yay!
We
We both
have
have
our
our
books.
books.
Oops, let me go
Yay!
this way.
Right.
So, the name of the book, if you can see it, if I can get it centered, is You're Gonna Like Me, Grumble, Grumble. And it follows a little being, Ernest Floofer. You can kind of see him a little bit behind me, whose family uproots and moves to a new town. And he doesn't exactly fit in. So, this is about him navigating this new space and whether he's going to change himself to fit in or embrace himself for who he is. And so it's a little book about self-acceptance.
All right. So, and who is this? And now I said this is helping our young ones. So, who are you targeting in this book? What age group?
5 to 8 year olds. I'm targeting elementary school children. I've done a couple of readings right now and they seem to get it. They seem
Yeah.
to get it. And I'm just having a ball with it.
We talked a little earlier. I have a 9-year-old. My son will be 10 next month, and so just reading this, I'm like, wow, yeah, this is definitely going to have him read the book. He may be like, Mom, you're too, I'm too big for you to read it to me, but I'm going to read it to him and then let him read it so we can kind of. But we were talking about the fact this is for little people, for young ones, but this will help adults too because I think sometimes even adults still go through this type of thing, even as grown-ups.
Exactly. I still struggle with imposter syndrome
Yeah,
sometimes. I
yeah,
still struggle with wanting to fit in.
yeah.
And just recently, not too long ago, I had to crack the book open and I was like, okay, what did Papa say? What
Right,
was the advice? All right, put that back in your brain and
right.
let's go. So
So, and that is so true. And so this character that you're talking about, he's a brown fellow and all the other characters are, brightly colored and they're like, you look different, this and that and the other. But I think that it's so wonderful. Like you said, it's the title of the book is You're Gonna Like Me, but he realizes that no, I like me. And so
exactly.
that is what makes the difference.
Exactly. I mean, when he goes through everything that he goes through, he's bullied.
Okay.
He all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I didn't know I was different. What's wrong with me?"
Right.
And so, you know what? I'm just going to change myself. I'm going to try to change myself to fit in, and it doesn't necessarily go as
Mhm.
he had planned.
So, Tiffany, this is your debut book. So, what made you even want to write a book?
Well, it was interesting. It's been quite a journey. Last year, I was diagnosed with early stage breast cancer. And
Wow.
so I was on medical leave from work, and I just started on working on myself because my self esteem had plummeted because I had a mastectomy and reconstructive
Mhm.
surgery. And I just didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I felt. It was just inside out. And so I started on this journey to deep dive into why do I feel this way? I was kind of feeling like not self hate, but
Mhm.
I didn't love myself like I should have. And then I was like, life is too short.
Yeah.
Let me get myself together. Nobody else is going to love me like besides God. Like I need to love myself. And so with therapy, I started down that journey, which took me to my childhood of being the only Black child in my classes. And I thought about the isolation and how I always wanted to fit in,
Mhm.
how I tried to change myself and mold myself to fit into these different groups, and how miserable I was
Yeah.
even into adulthood.
Mhm.
Just whatever job I was working with, whatever group I was socializing with, I wanted to fit in instead of being myself. I felt like, okay, I'm this quirky creative and they're going to think I'm weird or
Mhm.
whatever. And now I'm like, so what? This is who I am. And so the book came about thinking about that. And then I heard the voice. I saw the character in my head
Wow.
and I just started writing. And it came, it poured out of me. It was God breathed, God ordained. And I just wrote until I couldn't write anymore. And then I had to kill my darlings because I wrote too much. and started on this path. And I was like, oh, okay, I
Yeah.
really like this. I wish I had this book when I was a child. So let's publish this. Let's get this in the hands of our little citizens.
Yes, yes, for sure. Wow. So did you think that, or did you feel that maybe it helped you to heal as you were writing it, being kind of cathartic and helping you reach a place of even more wholeness? I should say.
Yes, absolutely. For me, writing has always been therapy, whether it's journalizing, whether it's short stories, whether it's poems, whatever it is, it's just something about creating that always kind of soothed me,
Mhm.
got me back centered. And so with that, it was like the world just opened up.
Yeah.
That's the only
Wow.
way I can say it. And it, like I said, it just poured out of me.
Wow. Wow. Well, you know what? Man. Also, I was looking at the illustration. Shout out to your illustrator too, Zachary Gladwin.
Zachary Gladwin.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Man. So colorful, and it just really uh, drives the point home. You know what we're talking about with just being different, and I just love this book. So what is it that you want people to know? What is the final result for this book? Do you want to get into? I know you want to get it into little people's hands, but what's the
Yes.
final thing there?
Final thing, I would love to do a short film about it or a series about it. I have some other stories in this world that I
Mhm.
want to write. And so I'm excited for these different avenues for people to experience this and learn and grow from it and hopefully relate.
You know, and I could see it in schools too. I could see schools getting this book and saying, this being mandatory reading. How about
I
that?
would love it.
Yes.
Yes. From your mouth to God's ears.
Yes.
Yes.
And so, with this being your debut book, it's so wonderful. Are there more books in the project? Do you have more that you want to touch on other areas in different books?
I have a lot going on in this brain of mine.
Yeah.
I have some follow-ups to the Weedtown World in my brain. I
Okay.
also am working on a children's book about fear called Lavender Learns to Fly, and then young adult. Even as an adult, I love young adult books. Judge me if you want to. And so I have a couple of stories just for diverse characters and characters that we can relate to.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I am excited to read that. I love the title that you just called out for the one book, The Lavender. Say that again.
Lavender Learns to Fly.
I love it. I love it. So, I tell you what, Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas is coming up.
Mhm.
For birthdays, I think this would be a great gift,
Yeah.
just for little people, for parents to give to their children, to read to their children. So we've got the website there, tiffanystaten.com. You can go there and you can purchase the book, and of course all the other places. Tell us where they can purchase them as well. I'm sure you can find that information there too. But
Yes, on my website, Tiffany Staten,
yeah,
TiffanyStaten.com. It will tell you can buy it at Barnes and Noble, Amazon, Target, Books a Million, Google Books, all online. It's available for purchase and great gifts. I have people coming to me. I bought 5 for all my little ones. So
right. Yeah.
please check it out. I want our young people to understand that they need to love themselves, accept
Mhm.
themselves, and accept other people for their differences as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I tell you what, Tiffany Staten, your debut book, man, you did that once again. You're going
Thank
to like me,
you.
Grumble, Grumble. We love it, we love it, we love it. Go to her website, tiffanystaten.com, and purchase this book, man, to support our author here. Man, I cannot wait to see your film. Yeah, your movie.
Yes,
Awards,
yes,
all of
yes,
that.
yes.
All while serving and all while helping people to become better versions of ourselves, to accept ourselves, to become whole, especially in the climate that we still really are in. And it
Exactly.
really kicked off last year. It just got to a point of just, oh my goodness, craziness. So we thank God for people like you
Thank
that
you.
heard His voice and that were obedient to follow the call. All right. So, man, you're going to like me, Grumble. Grumble, go pick it up. Go to the website. We thank you so much for just taking some time out to talk to us. Are there any final thoughts you have that you would like for us to know?
You're gonna like me, grumble, grumble.
Our girl Tiffany Staten, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Hey, and we thank you all for watching as well. If you missed this interview, we're going to have it on our Kiss 107.1 Facebook page, also our YouTube channel. You can go there, rewatch it, and please share it. All right, share the information about our wonderful author here. And man, we hope this book is a #1 seller.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Girl.
Yes, I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Tiffany. You have a great rest of your Thursday, okay?
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.